Welcome back friends, this is Current Affairs Funda and today we will discuss the important points related to economic survey. Okay, so today we will discuss economic survey and this is Current Affairs Funda, free education revolution to all of you. Basically friends, we are delivering the free education to all the candidates who are preparing the competitive exams. Now let's move for the economic survey for the 2016 and 17. Okay, so before one day prior to the union budget, basically economic survey presented in the Lok Sabha. Okay, so today we will discuss the economic survey. तो देखिए फ्रेंड्स, इकोनॉमिक सर्वे जो होता है वो यूनियन बजट से एक दिन पहले पेश किया जाता है. So subscribe this channel for more updates. Now let's go. What is economic survey? देखिए, see, basically there are the two things here: Finance Minister of India and Chief Economic Advisor of Government of India. Okay, so this is Mr. Arvind Subramaniam and this is Arun Jaitley. Okay, so economic survey basically prepared by the economic advisor, Chief Economic Advisor of India, and basically Chief Economic Advisor of India prepared the economic survey and this is presented by the Arun Jaitley ji. This is the Finance Minister of India. Okay, so basically Finance Minister presented the economic survey and economic advisor, Chief Economic Advisor basically prepared the economic survey. Okay, so this is Mr. Arvind Subramaniam. He is the 5th Chief Economic Advisor to the Government of India and he is Mr. Arun Jaitley, who is the Finance Minister of India. Okay, so Mr. Arun Jaitley presented the economic survey and Arvind Subramaniam, he basically prepared the economic survey. Okay, I hope you understand this concept. Now let's discuss what is the means of economic survey and what are the need. The Finance Ministry of India presents the economic survey in the parliament every year just before the union budget. So this is the basic point that you should know. Second thing here, it is the ministry's view on the annual economic development of the country. Okay, so this one is really clear. This is the ministry's view on the annual economic development of the country. Okay, third thing here, that is a flagship annual document of the Ministry of Finance, Government of India. Economic survey reviews the developments in the Indian economy over the previous 12 months, summarizes the performance on major development programs and highlights the policy initiative of the governments and the prospects of the economic in the short to the medium term. Okay, so बेसिकली जो इकोनॉमिक सर्वे होता है वो लास्ट 12 मंथ्स में क्या क्या इकोनॉमी का फ्लो हुआ, वेयर द इकोनॉमी गोज, ओके, व्हाट वर द जीडीपी, व्हाट वी हैव अचीव्ड, इट्स ऑल द थिंग्स दे आर हैपेंड इन इकोनॉमिक सर्वे. ओके, इकोनॉमिक सर्वे दैट मीन्स आर्थिक सर्वेक्षण. जैसे जो आर्थिक सर्वेक्षण होता है दैट इज नोन एज इकोनॉमिक सर्वे. तो इसमें हम क्या बताते हैं, ये लास्ट 12 मंथ में इकोनॉमी का क्या फ्लो रहा and what the economy will lie in upcoming year. It's all about the in economic survey. Third thing, that is this document is presented to the both houses of the parliament during the budget session. Okay, so this document basically presented in both the sessions of both the houses of parliament during the budget session. Okay, I hope you understand what is the meaning of economic survey. तो आपको economic survey का basic concept समझ में आया होगा. Now let's move for the next point. What is economic survey 2016-17? There are certain points related to economic survey. I will explain each and everything here. So first one here. On 26th February, the Union Finance Minister, this is Mr. Arun Jaitley, he presented the economic survey 2016 and 17 for the current fiscal year in the parliament, prepared by the Chief Economic Advisor, that is Mr. Arvind Subramaniam. It's a key government survey released before the union budget. Okay, the survey has projected India's growth rate to be in the range of 7% up to 7.7% in the 2016. Okay friends, so this survey projected basically India's growth to be from 7% up to 7.75%. Okay, so these lines are really important. I am covering this one also, so you should write down the data for 2016 up to 17. Okay, so what is the projected growth? That is 7.7% up to 7.75. okay, next is the key points of the economic survey can be important for you understanding and the upcoming competitive exams. Therefore, in this article, let us take to look at the highlights of the economic survey for the 2016 and 17. okay, so let's discuss some highlight related to the economic survey for the 2016 and 17. तो हम 2016 और 17 के इकोनॉमिक सर्वे की बात करते हैं. तो आपको जैसे पता होगा कि अरुण जेटली जी ने इकोनॉमिक सर्वे को दोनों हाउसेस में पेश किया और ये प्रिपेयर किसने किया था? अरविंद सुब्रमण्यम, हु इज द चीफ इकोनॉमिक एडवाइजर. ठीक है, तो दो क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं. हु प्रेजेंटेड द इकोनॉमिक सर्वे? इकोनॉमिक सर्वे इज प्रेजेंटेड बाय द Union Finance Minister and it is prepared by the Chief Economic Advisor, who is right now Chief Economic Advisor, that is Arvind Subramaniam. Let's discuss some highlight. So what will be the fiscal deficit in the perspective of economic survey 2016 up to 17? 2015 into 16, fiscal deficit seen at 3.9% of the GDP seems achievable. Okay, so this is the first point. Second, 2016-17 expected to be challenging from the fiscal point of view. Okay, so basically in the 2000 for the year of 2015 and 16, the fiscal deficit that was the 3.9% and it basically achieved in last financial year. Okay, so for the 2016 this will be challenging in the fiscal point of view. Third is here, credibility and optimality argue for adhering 3.5% of GDP fiscal deficit target. Okay, so this is the 3.5% GDP fiscal deficit charges. Friends, one thing more, if fiscal deficit is reducing, then this is really very good for the Indian economy. Okay, because you are reducing the loss. ओके, दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द लॉस. फिजिकल डेफिसिट दैट मीन्स कि एक टाइप का घाटा होता है जिसको आप जितना ज़्यादा रिड्यूस करेंगे इट विल बी मोर बेनिफिशियल फॉर द इंडियन इकोनॉमी. नाउ लेट्स डिस्कस थर्ड पॉइंट, क्रेडिबिलिटी एंड ऑप्टिमलिटी argue for adhering the 3.5%. okay, so in the upcoming days it will be 3.5%. okay, now time is right now for a review of a medium term fiscal framework. okay, so this one also important here. Now friends, let's discuss inflation rate in the perspective of economic survey 2016 and 17. CPI inflation, cost per income inflation seen around 4.5 to 5% in 2016 and 17. basically CPI inflation seen around 4.5 up to 5% in 2016 and 17. okay, next is CPI, that means cost pull inflation. okay, cost pull inflation. okay friends, and one thing more, I will explain all these economic terms in a single video in upcoming days. okay, low inflation has taken hold, confidence to price stability has improved. This one also happen. Expect RBI to meet 5% inflation target by the March 2017. Next is prospects of lower oil prices over medium term likely to dampen inflammatory expectations. Next is low inflation has taken hold, confidence in price stability has improved. okay, so these are the things that will happen in 2016 up to 17 economic survey. okay, and friends, what is the current account deficit? That is known as CAD. okay, so CAD basically that is 1 up to 1.5% of GDP. right now the current account deficit seen around 1 up to 1.5% of GDP. तो देखिए CPI इन्फ्लेशन 4.5 से 5% के बीच में है और लो इन्फ्लेशन हैज़ बीन टेकन होल्ड. एक्सपेक्ट RBI टू मीट 5% इन्फ्लेशन टारगेट बाय द मार्च 2017, ये अचीवमेंट होगा. और लो इन्फ्लेशन हैज़ टेकन होल्ड, कॉन्फिडेंस इन द प्राइस स्टेबिलिटी हैज़ इम्प्रूव्ड. ओके, करंट अकाउंट डेफिसिट CAD क्या है? ये है 1 से लेकर 1.5% तक. नाउ लेट्स discuss about the currency. Foreign exchange reserves have risen 3-4 9, that is $349.6 in January 2016. Rupees value must be fair, avoiding strengthening. Fair value can be achieved through the monetary relaxation. Next is India needs to prepare itself for a major currency readjustment in Asia in big bulk of a similar adjustment in China. Next is gradual depreciation in rupee can be allowed if capital inflows are big. Okay, so these are the points related to the currency concern. Next is taxes. So what will be the taxes in the economic survey 2016 concern? Proposes widening tax net from 5.5% of earning individuals to more than 20%. Tax revenue expected to be higher than budget's level in the financial year 2015 and 16. Easiest way to widen the tax basis would be not to raise exemption threshold. Favors review are phasing out of a tax exemptions. Okay, so these are the basically few points related to the taxes in the perspective of economic survey 2016 and 17. तो देखिए जो आर्थिक सर्वेक्षण 2016-17 है इसमें कुछ पॉइंट हैं टैक्सेस में, तो वो आपको मेमोराइज करने हैं और एक जगह नोट डाउन कर लेना है. हाउ टू रीड दिस economic survey? First of all, read all the points thoroughly, and after then compile yourself and note down some data. Okay, that is 5.5%, 1:1%. Okay, so it's all about you should read the important data also. Now friends, let's some banking and corporate sector related terms in the economic survey 2016 and 17. Estimated capital requirement for the banks likely around 1.8 trillion rupees by 2018 and 19. This is all about the economic survey. Corporate bank balance sheet remain stretched, affecting prospectus for reviewing the private investment. 4 hours to resolve twin balance sheet challenges, that is recognition, recapitalization, resolution and reform. That you should also memorize these the 4 R's: recognition, recapitalization, resolution and reform. Underlying stressed assets to corporate sector must be sold or rehabilitated. Government could sell off certain non-financial companies to infuse capital in state-run banks. Government proposes to make available 700 billion rupees via budgetary allocations during current succeeding years in the banks. So these are the points related to the banking and corporate sector in the perspective of economic survey 2016 and 17. Now friends, some other major points that are really important in the perspective of economic survey 2016 and 17. You should also remember these points. Just read all these points thoroughly. These are the basically important ones. Indian economy to grow 7 up to 7.5% in the fiscal year to the March 2017. The economic survey project India to grow 8% in the next couple of years. Okay, so this will be the 8% and 7 up to 7.5%. Indian economy to grow. And third one, services continue to be the key driver, expected to be 9.2% in 2015 and 16. Okay, growth in industry is estimated to have accelerated during the current year. India ranks first in milk production, accounting for 18.5% of the bird production. Egg and fish production has also registered an increasing trend over the years. Better off taking the benefits of subsidies, recommends interventions and rectification. Credibility argues for adhering 3.5% to the fiscal aim for the financial year 17, and financial year 16 subsidy will be below 2% of GDP. Fertilizer subsidy should shift to the direct tax transfer, so this one is important here. Percentage share of horticulture output in agriculture is more than 33%. So it's all about the economic survey. Okay, so these are the few points here that you should read thoroughly in a glance, and after that write down all the data given here. Okay, so it's all about the economic survey. I hope you like this video. Basically 3 things majorly important here: who presented the economic survey, when economic survey is presented, what is the actual meaning of economic survey. So after reading this video, after watching this video, you can understand basically what is the means of economic survey. Okay, so do like this video, comment if you feel any kind of difficulty, and guys, do share this video. Okay, and kindly subscribe this channel right now, because we are delivering free education to all of you. And those who are financially weak, they can watch these videos, and please help and kindly share this video to all of them. Thanks guys for watching this video. Have a nice day.